Welcome to our new house. This is 111A Depot Road, and I'm just going to step inside and show you what the house is looking like. Let's ring the doorbell. We know that this is Steph and Stephanie, so it's two of us. Let's go in. The door has been painted blue, and they're going to be painting the grills fairly soon. So this is the view you get once you step into the house. This used to be a fairly long living room and corridor feel to it, bowling alley feel, that's what they called it. So what we decided to do was to turn it into 3 separate rooms, starting with the dining table here. This is an Norden extendable table by IKEA, not built by East German political prisoners, but by Lithuanians apparently. We've also hacked down the wall where the bar counter is right now, installed that bar counter, and put in 2 stools to match as well. And in the middle, what might be called the pièce de résistance, is the bookcases. So with floor-to-ceiling bookcases built in, and cost a fair bit, but I think completely worth it, allowing us to put all of our built books in. Still plenty of space for more books to come. Quite happy about that. And as you can see, we've got some display pieces as well, which I'll show you in much closer detail soon. Okay, looking a little bit closer at the chess pieces. This is both are actually international chess sets, but the figurines are done in the form of Chinese warriors. And we have another set on the other side where the figurines done by my grandfather, actually in the form of traditional Burmese figurines, king, queens, bishops, so on and so forth. Aside from that, the rest of the bookcase filled with books, as you can see. And this used to be part of the balcony. What we did was to break down the door to the balcony and extended it all the way to the end, and installed some windows as well, which gave up extra room. It made the entire room even longer, but I think by breaking it up into 3 separate compartments that we did, it works out much better this way. Those are tables, those are sofas which have been refurbished from my parents' house, and now they're looking brand spanking new. We now come to the kitchen, and as you can see, we have some pretty interesting things here. But first of all, that is the set of coasters that we have. I created them from the tile samples that we received. So these pieces actually match the tiles which have been placed in around the house, and just put little rubber or foam pads at the bottom, and voila, you have a coaster which has been recycled. This is the cooking station, sink on the left, oven and cookers in front. Pretty straightforward, although the orientation of the L has been changed because the short section used to be against the wall over there, but we've moved it over to this side just to change it up a little. We've got the fridge there, and a shelf which is a little bit filled with just odds and ends, but we're going to have to sort that out later on. Where the clear window is right now on the right, it used to be occupied by just standard French Louvre windows. We've took that out, and also we took out the door and have inserted clear glass doors here so that it really provides maximum visibility when we move in. And on top of the washer, and possibly in the future a dryer, we've just have this shelf installed on top as well. Yeah. Can't tell from the video, but the wind is very, very good, and it's quite enjoyable actually. And we'll be seeing how much better it gets inside, right? This is the view from the back service balcony. Very quickly looking at the bathrooms, as you can see, the mirror was broken when they first installed it, so they had to put a second one in, and we're still waiting for the glue to dry. But changed it up significantly. Couldn't quite get rid of these pipes, and putting in some sort of board around it would have reduced the space even further, and the backsplash from the wind from the shower head would have caused some trouble as well. So in the end, we just decided to leave it as it is. Option of installing a shower curtain later on, perhaps, but we'll see how that goes. But in general, looks much better than the way we found it. Okay, backtracking slightly now, we're going to go right, and we used to have 3 rooms here, 2 bedrooms and a study. So let's head out to the study and we'll see what it looks like. So again, the breeze is very strong at this moment. We've got 2 bookcases here, the trophy cabinet from my old house, which has been just put here, and I've put 2 Billy bookcases from IKEA, one on top of the other, secured it well with nuts and an L bracket, and we also have an Expedit bookshelf with inserts in the corner, which is going to be places where our printers and modems and all that can come along later as well. And over here, they used to have a built-in bench, but we removed that and instead put in 2 fairly large Vika's study tables. So Steph's workstation is here. Her stuff is yet to come, although she has a chair, which was the Chelka Malcolm from IKEA, which we've assembled. And on this side, this is my workstation. So as you can see, I've got my things hooked up and running. So let's see how it goes. Once the internet gets set up, SEV still hasn't been activated yet. That'll be done tomorrow. This room used to be just a 3rd bedroom, and we have made this into a TV room. So Carlstead sofa right here. Oops, there was a door. And this is the view from outside, from inside rather, looking out. And over here, once the light is adjusted, we've got a Billy DVD, or book tower, but it's now being made into a DVD tower. You can just sort of see me in the reflection. 47-inch TV with hopefully all the connections that come, but our viewing is very limited right now because we have not got our STV fixed yet. Hopefully they'll be done soon. Let's go check the other rooms. This is just the guest room, and we have this double bed. It's a queen size actually, so we just put it here, and we'll see what we can do with it. Eventually, if we decide to put a smaller bed in just to create more space, that's an option as well. We have another small table here, the Bierste, but it does pull out and becomes a square, which can then be added on to the Norden in front to allow like 12-14 people to sit at one go. So for the larger parties, that might be an option. This is the main bedroom. So we've got our bed delivered the other day, and it looks good. It is something that we picked up from this shop called Country Furniture. Couldn't quite find something like this in the ordinary bed shops, but well worth it. The bed sheets are just temporary. We're going to change that up as well, but getting a nice bold blue or red color might go well, we think. It's a very energetic yellow that we have in terms of the wall colors, but I think the inclusion of the other colors have balanced it out somewhat nicely, so thank goodness for that. And this is the master bathroom, and as you can see, we've got the shower cubicle with the fully hinged glass casement door, and full vanity as well, with the backlighting for the mirror, so that should work out pretty well. It's a bit tighter in terms of the space given where the toilet bowl is, but well, we make do, and it's an incentive to stay thin. Again, this is the view from here, looking out to Telok Blangah Hill in the back. and one of the neighboring blocks to the front. And I've got my standing fan here, just got to move it somewhere. And the wardrobes are basically, again, floor to ceiling, and we've got mirrors put up there pretty much all the way throughout, and opens up this way. And see, I've got my trousers and jackets and all that already put inside with it. So that's pretty much what we have in store in terms of the wardrobes. Yep.